Alright guys, I couldn't really find a video that I wanted to use to teach you all the passé composé correctly, so I'm going to do this video myself. Passé composé, first of all, is the past tense. It means completed actions in the past, such as yesterday I ate pizza for dinner. It's a completed action. I started the pizza and I finished the pizza. So the passé composé is used completely and totally in the past. It's no longer going on, okay? So, with regular verbs, such as the verb parler, parler is a regular ER verb. And so what that means is that with passé composé, it means the past compound. So it takes two words to say passé composé. So you need to remember when you conjugate in the passé composé, it takes two words, and it takes two words to conjugate in the passé composé. So you need a helping verb, and you need a past participle. There are two different helping verbs that the French language uses. The one that is used most often is the verb avoir. So this video will be dealing with the verb avoir. Okay? So if you don't remember the verb avoir, then let's first of all review the verb avoir. Je vais le changer ça. D'accord. Je vais effacer ça. Donne-moi juste une minute ici. Je vais là ajouter quelques slides. Okay, so the verb avoir. The verb, remember that the verb avoir means to have. I'm going to write parler back up here because that's our main verb that we're going to use. So our helping verb. First thing you need is, I said, a helping verb and a past participle. So the helping verb that we're going to be looking at first is the verb avoir. So hopefully you remember your conjugations of the irregular verb avoir, but it's j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, and il and elles ont. Okay? So that's your helping verb for our regular and irregular verbs. Okay? So, now, how do we form a past participle? Step one is the helping verb. Step two is the past participle. To form the past participle of a regular ER verb, you remove the ER and you're going to change it to an E accent aigu. So that's my past participle. So I'm going to add it to my chart here. J'ai parlé. The verb parler means to speak or to talk. So j'ai parlé means I spoke. Tu as parlé. You spoke. Il a parlé. He spoke. Elle a parlé. She spoke. On a parlé. One spoke. Nous avons parlé. We spoke. Vous avez parlé. Y'all spoke. And ils ont parlé. They spoke. And elles ont parlé. They spoke. So as you can see, this is really kind of simple. You have your conjugations of avoir, j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, and then you have the past participle. Notice the past participle is exactly the same no matter what your subject is. So, j'ai parlé, I spoke, tu as parlé, you spoke, il a parlé, he spoke, nous avons parlé, we spoke, vous avez parlé, y'all spoke, ils ont parlé, they spoke. So, let's look at another verb. Let's look at let's do choisir. It's a regular IR verb. So again, I'm going to put my helping verb. J'ai, tu as, il, elle, on a. Nous avons, vous avez, and il and elles ont. And now we have a regular IR verb. So to form the past participle of an IR verb, we're going to remove the IR and we're going to change it to simply an I. So we have j'ai choisi, tu as choisi, il a choisi, nous avons choisi, vous avez choisi, and ils and elles ont choisi. So again, helping verb avoir all the way through. Past participle is identical no matter what the verb is. Or, I'm sorry, what the subject is. Okay? J'ai choisi. I chose. Tu as choisi. You chose. Il a choisi. He chose. Nous avons choisi. We chose. Vous avez choisi. Y'all chose. Ils ont choisi. They chose. Okay? And now, well, I have another chart. There it is. And let's look at a RE verb. Let's use the verb vendre. Means to sell. Again, my helping verb. J'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, il and elles ont. O-N-T. Okay? So again, RE verb. Regular RE verb. We're going to remove the RE. And that RE is going to change to you. J'ai vendu. Tu as vendu. Il a vendu. Nous avons vendu. Vous avez vendu. Ils et elles ont vendu. So, j'ai vendu ma maison. I sold my house. Tu as vendu ta maison. You sold your house. Il a vendu sa maison. He sold his house. Nous avons vendu notre maison. We sold our house. Vous avez vendu votre maison. Y'all sold your house. Ils ont vendu leur maison. They sold their house. Again, your helping verb agrees with your subject, and your past participle is the same no matter what your subject is. How simple, right? Great. Now, there are some irregular verbs that I would like for you to know. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do this. There are some irregular verbs that I would like for you to know. All right, these are the ones that will show up on your quiz that you're going to be taking on irregular passé composé verbs. The verb avoir, of course, it means to have. The verb boire, to drink. The verb être, we love our verb être, to be, because it has to be difficult. Faire, to do or make. Lire, to read. Mettre is to put or place. Pleuvoir. I really don't emphasize pleuvoir a whole lot, but I'm going to give it to you anyway because it does happen. Oops, did I spell it correctly? It's to rain. Prendre. To take. Et encore deux. Voir. To see. And vouloir. To want. Now, what's so important about these verbs? These verbs do not follow the regular ER, IR, and RE past participle agreements, okay? So the ER do not change to E accent aigu. The IRs do not simply change to I, and the REs do not change to U. So these verbs have irregular past participles. The irregular past participle of the verb avoir is e. That's it. So if you wanted to say I had a party, you're going to say j'ai eu une fête. Boire is bu. Bu. J'ai bu un coca. I drank a Coca-Cola. Être looks an awful lot like the season of summer because été is the past participle and it also means summer. Faire, the irregular past participle is fait, looks much like the present tense third person singular conjugation. Il fait ses devoirs, he does his homework. Lire, lu. J'ai lu un livre. I read a book. Mettre, mis. J'ai mis mon livre sur la table. I put my book on the table. Pleuvoir is simply plu. Plu. It rained. Il a plu hier soir. It rained last night. Prendre, pris. J'ai pris le bus à l'école. I took the bus to school. Voir is vu. J'ai vu Marc au magasin. I saw Mark at the store. And vouloir is voulu. So you could say j'ai voulu acheter une chemise pour Sophie. I wanted to buy a shirt for Sophie. Okay? These are the irregular verbs that you will be responsible for knowing for quizzes and or tests. Okay? Avoir is boire is bu, être, été, faire, fait, lire, lu, mettre, mis, pleuvoir, plu, prendre, pris, voir, vu, vouloir, voulu. Okay? You have some flashcards that I've put on your Canvas page that has irregular past participles. There may be some additional ones there. As a matter of fact, I know there are additional ones there. It's great to know them all. I wanted you to know that these are the only ones that I will quiz and test you on for now. All right, great. So let's take the verb avoir. It means to have.
Please, pardon interruption. Mr. Gibbons, call the main office, please.
The verb avoir means to have. We know that the past participle is and its helping verb is still avoir. So I'm going to say, apply my helping verb just like I did all of my regular verbs. J'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils, elles, ont. And then we put our past participle. J'ai eu. Like I said, j'ai eu une fête. Tu as eu une fête. Il a eu une fête. Nous avons eu une fête. Vous avez eu une fête. Ils ont eu une fête. I had a party. You had a party. He had a party. We had a party. Vous avez, y'all had a party. And they had a party. Avoir, the irregular past participle is So, even though these are irregular past participles, they follow the same pattern as all the other avoir verbs. Avoir in the present tense is the helping verb plus the past participle. Those two things together give you the passé composé, the compound past. Okay? 2 words to say it, 2 words to conjugate it. All right? So you've got your regular verbs. Remember, add a page here. Remember that your ER verbs, you remove the ER, change it to E accent aigu, such as the verb parler. We change that to parler. Still sounds the same, but it looks different. Your IR verbs, remember, we take the IR off and change it to I. Let's look at finir. Past participle of that, remove the IR, change it to I. J'ai fini mes devoirs. I finished my homework. And for your regular RE verbs, remember that we remove the RE, change it to you, and vendu, vendre, changes to vendu. All right? So you have your regular ERs, which change to E accent aigu. Regular IRs change the IR to E or I. And RE verbs change the RE to the letter E. U. Okay? So you have your regular verbs and those list of irregular verbs. Be studying those irregular verbs before you take your quiz. And that's what we have for passé composé with avoir. Regular and irregular verbs. On your Canvas page, you have a quiz with regular verbs in the passé composé, and you have a quiz with irregular verbs in the passé composé. Have fun!